Welcome back, Baby Daddies. It's been a minute, and we're here. We're alive. Hi. I know we said we would do season 1 before season 3, but as Monet Exchange says, life be lifing. But we're here.
And that is you.
And it does, exactly. And it does. And Imario, how are you?
I'm good. This week has been a rough week, if you know what I mean. But I took my time to be sad, and I said, you know what, bitch, rent still got to get paid. I still got to go to work. So let's we gonna keep it.
Still got to get fed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about you? How you been?
Life. Life is life. But I had a very lovely vacation, and then I came back to the hellscape that is America. And we're ready to hit the pavement. But what I am very excited for is season 3 of For the Love of DILFS. The reason we are here today to talk about the first look of the daddies and himbos that we have this season. You want to hop in?
Yes, let's hop in. I've been waiting for season 3 for forever. Since season 2, episode 1, I'm like, I'm ready for season 3. Bring on 4, 5, 6. I need more. I can daddy and himbo.
Oh yeah, I always need it. And especially when we were like making the podcast and some people were following us and I was like, I got an inkling that you're going to be on season 3. And sure enough, wow, a familiar face or two, Let's get started with our daddies. I'll throw them up on screen here for y'all to look as well. The first up, the daddy we have is Nicholas Rodriguez at Famous Boys with a Z on Instagram. He's got 5.9K followers. We have the pride.com article exclusive. Kind of sad it wasn't a Baby Daddies exclusive, but whatever. We've got that. And then I also did some cursory research by myself. From what I stalked, it looks like his occupation is a chef, like a private chef or a cook, because it looks like he was doing catering for weddings and stuff. And his hobbies look like they're working out. He's really into Britney Spears. He hired a whole impersonator for his birthday, and he makes some TikToks that are really cute.
I'm a fan. I think he's really handsome, especially like the tattoos. I'm like, ooh, yes, I love a good tattoo, as you know.
He's super cute. You got to check out his Instagram. He's like, and I say this every year because I truly feel like the photo, like the promo photos that we get, they're good. Okay, they're good, but they are never like the full. I mean, because what photo shoot is like the full story, right? When you see like, because looking at everyone's Instagram, like truly, the 10 that we have, all 10 of them, I looked at the Instagram, I was like, oh my God, they're way cuter than the photo. And not that the photo isn't cute. It's just like when you see them in their own habitats, doing the things they like, posting this, you know what I mean? Like you kind of get more of a personality from it than just like a here flex or hold on to a jock strap. Like you get a little more from it. And I was like, oh, he's actually really fine.
Exactly. It's just like to seeing someone's Grindr profile and seeing their Instagram. It's a completely different thing. Because for Grindr, we're posing, we got the pits out, we got the feet on screen. But on Instagram, it's like, oh, here's a candid of me and my cat. Like that's what I want to see.
Well, some of them do still got the pits out, the jocks out. It's all there on the Instagram. Let's read a little excerpt from his pride.com. It says, for Nicholas, joining For the Love of DILFs felt a bit like fate. I was leaving my gym in January of this year, and I said, well, I wonder what this year has in store for me. About 2 hours later, I'm on a call with producers. He tells Pride I had just decided I was ready to start dating, download Scruff, and when the opportunity came, I was like, this is the universe speaking to me. So I cleared my schedule and headed down to the DILF mansion. As for dating younger men, it feels just right to Nicholas. And then, we'll leave the rest. Go read the article. You learn a bit more, but I don't want to just verbatim take all their shit, because I did my own research. Because I did my own research, baby. Next up on, did you have anything else for him?
No, I'm just ready to see him. I liked what I read. I like what I see. I'm ready for the show to start.
He's cute. He looks like he could cook me a good meal from what I saw on his Instagram. Yes. And he kind of looks like the first personal trainer I ever had. He was a wrestler. Shout out to him.
I mean, what if MCU?
Well,
no.
Well, next on the list, we have Victor Yates. His @ is @writer Vic Yates. He's got 2.6K followers. His occupation, he's a novelist. He's a journalist. He's a poet. Looks like he's on his writing gig. He is the Lambda Literary winner of A Love Like Blood, a book wherein a half Somali, half Cuban 17-year-old named Karsten Tynes deals with the intricacies of sexuality, race, Americanism, syncretism, and migration under his dying father's abusive hand. I read a quick excerpt on Amazon. Looks pretty good. I'll probably hop in when I'm done with my current horror novel stuff because I have like 3 or so horror novels in my docket, but I will probably be checking out his book. I'm excited for that. And yeah, his poetry is some of his hobbies. He's a YouTuber. He has done some poetry series. You can see that on his Instagram. All really cool stuff. Yeah, he looks like he's gonna be like he's like the soft dad. You know what I mean?
He does look like a very soft dad. Like he's the I was about to, about to say he looks like the one who'd call you a good boy, just like pat your head. I was like, no, we're not going to do that.
He's the one he want to takes you out, and you talk about books and stuff over pasta. You know.
Yes, he really does look like he looks like the soft dad. He'll just like you said, like take you out to dinner, talk over pasta. He would order dessert, and I'm like, you know what? Yes, we will have it. And I would like, okay, daddy, like yes, we'll have the ice cream. Like
exactly.
That's what he gives me. Just
On Victor's bio, it says Victor was looking to shake up his life when he answered the call to be on For the Love of DILFS. I sit behind a computer or stand in a classroom every day and rarely go out. Therefore, I thought being on the show would help me find love with someone who is like-minded. Clearly, the experience has sparked a sense of adventure in Victor, who is looking for a partner ready to soak up all the world has left to offer. Cool. Sounds like he's ready to put himself out there, be a little more adventurous, step out of his academic comfort zone and kind of get into a more sensual, sexual, maybe,
I would definitely get along with Victor just from that first paragraph. Like the be in a computer all day, rarely go out. I am a girl who loves her inside time, but every now and then I do want to go out. So I'm like, you know what? I have to stand Victor too.
Yeah, Victor looks cool. Yeah, I think I would also get along with Victor. Next up, we have David Smith is at his David M. Smith Jr. Make sure to add that M if you're following. The first couple times I messed that up. He's got 2.1K followers. And for his occupation, he is a charity and event consultant. And it looks like he's also a real estate agent in Puerto Vallarta. His hobbies from the Insta, from what I saw, it looks like he likes a party. He likes an outfit, a little costume moment. He looks like a, all around, I hate to say like a PV gay, but yeah, he looks like he's into that, circuit adjacent type stuff.
I think he's really handsome. I love the body. I love the hair, the beard, the salt and pepper beard. Let me add that.
So we love a salt and pepper.
I love a salt and pepper.
We love a salt and pepper.
He looks very handsome. I'm definitely ready to see him.
He looks like a fun time on his Instagram. He like all his pictures. He's out. He's in like a mermaid costume in one. He's out here living life.
And like Bronwyn said on Housewives, this is couture, not costume.
Yeah, couture. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. From his bio, it says David was ready to step out of his comfort zone in his search for love, and what better place to do that than in DILF Mansion? Dating someone younger can appeal for various reasons. They often have a fresh perspective on life, vigorous energy and enthusiasm, and there's the opportunity to share new experiences with them that might be new to both of us. No matter what age you are, you can always learn a lot from both younger and older. From those younger and older. Also, the Pride exclusive is from Rachel Shadow, who was the guest judge in the photo shoot challenge in season 2.
Yes, she was. So wrote the article for the winning couple, I believe.
And also wrote this article. So welcome back to Rachel Shadow. And yeah, anyway, according from his bio, again, stepping outside his comfort zone, seems like he's ready to have fun and try something a little different. And yes, very excited. Very excited, RuPaul.
The way that in this article says, the way to win over my heart is through little acts of kindness. Because it's always the small things that matter. Like, yes, the big things are important, but it's like the small things. Like, here, babe, I went and got some coffee and I got you one. Like, it's the things like that. So
yeah. A little touch on the butt. The little things.
A little pat, a little grab.
A little grab. Next up, we have Robert. His @ is NoCommando1. On Instagram, he only has 600 followers, but on Twitter, he's got 14.8 thousand. That is his primary social media, it looks like. He may have just like thrown together the Instagram just to have it.
Mm-hmm.
And his Twitter is NoCommandoJock. I refuse to call it X. That's just never going to happen. I'm never calling it X. So get over it. If you're like, why is he saying Twitter? I'm never saying X. Because you know why? Fuck Elon Musk. I'll say that loud and proud. Fuck Elon Musk.
Elon.
Elon Musk. Fuck you. Anyway, back to Robert. Robert's occupation, it looks like he primarily deals in OnlyFans and other types of, virtual sex work stuff. And his hobbies are, he sells the jock here and there. He's hung, we love that.
Love that. Love
He
hung.
love that, love hug. But also, shout out to y'all with the average and less than average. I see you and I respect you. He also likes football. Say it, just say it.
Just say, I was like, sometimes the girls, we don't need 13 inches. We need a good 6. Sometimes that's it,
And the part that he's not saying is just yesterday we were in our text messages talking about maybe we are Miss Deep Dish Pussy. And that's the part that neither of us are telling you. And that's
on the Patreon exclusive.
That's the Patreon exclusive. He likes football. His Instagram is full of Go Bills. I don't know what team that is. Football's not my wheelhouse, not my monkeys, not my circus. And he likes working out, and it shows from the photo.
Mm-hmm.
It shows this man is built.
The tits on this one. Oof.
And he's like built in that way that like old guys tend to be, you know what I mean? Where he looked like a little leathery, but in a way where you're like, I want to lay down with that,
Absolutely. The leathery one. I was just like, wait, what? The last time I heard a leathery comment was in an insult on Housewives. I was like, wait, sorry, I went like defense mode.
Listen, sometimes leathery can be a good thing, Tanned leather.
Ooh, yes. I think he's very. I know I keep saying the same thing, like, oh, they're all handsome, excited. I mean, they are all handsome, and they all do get me very excited. Like the body, I need to. You know what? I might say no commando too. Fuck it.
I mean, you on OnlyFans, he's on OnlyFans. I don't know, not to be like, don't y'all know each other? But
not to, do we know each other? But I'm trying to get an exclusive interview. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. The episode that I don't show up in, His bio here says, Robert's path to DILF Mansion was an unconventional one. I was recently divorced from a woman and thought the show would offer me an opportunity to meet and engage with multiple younger men in an interesting dating experience, almost like speed dating accelerated by 10 times. I certainly felt like this would be a unique experience to find love. Oh, then maybe OnlyFans isn't his main thing.
He's
because I just had assumed he was doing it for a while, but if he was just recently divorced from a woman, I don't know. The research I had was based off of what's on social media. So if you don't post that you're, a marketing agent or you don't post that you're something, I don't know. I go off of what I see.
Maybe they did it together, because I've been seeing a lot more couples now where it's just like, it'll be like a male presenting, female presenting couple, and they'll both do OnlyFans like together and separate. Because I mean, like, hey,
you're right. You're right. And that's my fault. I'm going to recant my previous statements. I forgot that straight people have porn as well. I completely forgot. My bad. I forgot, that was biphobic of me.
That was biphobic on my boyfriend's birthday? Wow.
Bi erasure. Bi erasure. I hate it.
And bi erasure? Like.
Bi erasure. Bi erasure. By erasure, by pumpkin. Listen, that's me unlearning. Okay, I'm reteaching myself. I'm unlearning toxic cis gay mentality. Whatever. We'll see if this makes it to the final cut. We'll see. He's looking for someone who can match his energy and passion, which is why he's drawn to younger men. Hot, spicy. But yeah. He seems cool. He seems like he's going to give us an interesting storyline, especially with the divorce from a woman. A young gay is going to see that. One of the himbos is going to hear that and go, ding, 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 ding. Housewife, I'm there.
Housewife, potent dad nut, as my boyfriend loves to say. And I just have to close my eyes and sigh every time.
Potent dad nut.
That's the exact phrase he uses. When it's like we see a hot dad out and it's like a father and he's like potent dad nut, and I'm like, Jesus. Like,
it is that it does feed into that breeding kink, Gay men love someone who has like a child.
Because
it shows to them that it works, It's like, but you're not getting pregnant. You're not getting pregnant. Anywho, let's move on. We still have 6 people to get through. This next one in the last daddy that we see for this batch, his name is Fox. His ad is He's So Foxy. That's 2 X's. He's got 12.4K followers. He is a digital creator and health advocate. We love to see that. And his hobbies, he's the self-proclaimed daddy of the South. And on his Twitter, it said he's a gentle soul with a big dick. There you have it.
Listen, I love a big dick and a bitch from the South. Like,
exactly.
He a bitch that handles big business.
He's got some pretty cute photos on his Instagram as well.
Can I just say, I also love the lip bite and just like the stare. It's just like he bringing something. And I'm buying whatever he's selling.
You know, I really was like, I wasn't feeling the lip bite.
Really?
And then I went to his Instagram and I was like, oh no, he is really cute. But I wasn't feeling the lip bite. That's just me. That's just personal preference.
True, personal preference. I don't know. I kind of like a lip bite every now and then because it's like no one's doing it anymore. So it's just like when you see it, it's like, ooh, okay. I love a good reference.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, in the gay community, the last cursed lip bite was when Andy Cohen did it. And
that's foul.
Picture here of Andy Cohen doing the lip bite. Oh.
Listen, I think lip bite and I see Lin-Manuel Miranda, bent over like, girl, diva, I can't do it. Do we have anything to say about all the daddies before we move on to the himbos? I will always praise the body diversity, like the cultural diversity of the daddies. It's like a taste of everything, and I can't wait to slurp it all up. Yeah, I'm excited. This looks like a good batch, which makes me even more excited for the ones that we don't see, because they love to add a couple more in as the season goes on. So I'm like, if this is what we're starting with, we can really only go up from here. Like, what are they going to do for season 10? Like, they're going to have to, season 10. It better get up to season 10. If not, we're rioting. And yes, I said 10 because I personally am greenlighting the show for another however many seasons. Like, I want more. Even if you have to host it in your apartment. Even if it got to be right here in my living room, we getting them daddies. We getting them himbos. Yeah, Imario said, I will be kidnapping. Thank you. You're gonna, it's like Misery. You're gonna Kathy Bates in Misery. You're gonna break their kneecaps. I mean, I am a Gemini, so God, let's not even tread that. What? On to the himbos. We start off with Jay Seabrook. His ad is at JSeabrook _. He's got 8.7 followers, but the important part is on Twitter. He's got 86,000. So that's the big one. He is another OnlyFans girly. He's also a writer for EDM Tunes, your leading source for dance music news. And his hobbies are working out, being a baddie, EDM, raves, and all that stuff. Jay was one of the ones that followed the Baby Daddies podcast account pretty early on. Mm-hmm. So that's when I was like, this something. I'm smelling something. I'm smelling something here, and it's glad to see that I was right. I knew it was gonna happen. This damn cat. The people love the cat. The people love pussy. But Dussy. I had to bring it back. As someone who personally knows Jay, Jay is amazing. And Girly is a raver. She loves her raves, always turning out a look. I cannot get enough. I'm rooting for Jay. It's actually Jay who told me I need to finish tattooing my entire arm and get a sleeve, because he was like, the sleeve changes you. And I was like, you know what? Trust it. Okay. I'm sure it does. I don't personally know him, but we have been mutuals for a bit. We've exchanged a couple DMs here and there. Always very sweet. And seems like he's going to give us a show. I'm excited. It's going to be good. Yeah, he's definitely top of list for rooting for me as well. The question is, who is he going to get paired up with? That's the question. Out of the daddies that we have, who would you want to see him with? I would like to see him with Nicholas. With Jay, I kind of think I want to see Jay and David. Jay and David? I kind of want to see Jay and David. Okay, hey. The way I was like, which one's David? I just scroll up. Respectfully. Listen, we got to relearn everyone's names. It's hard every season. Exactly. Yeah. Shout out Jay. We're excited. We're Team J starting off. Hopefully, no, never. I was gonna make a Dracula joke. Let me not. Moving on, we've got Justin. His @ is just gross. He's got 928 followers, and his social media is pretty barren. He's got like 3 posts. From what I can tell, it looks like he's a student. Couldn't really find much else. Hobbies, I got no idea. But he's cute. I do not think this photo does him justice. I think this photo is cute. When you go on the Instagram, I said, oh, wait.
No, see, that's why you always gotta check the Instagram. Because I mean, just in this photo alone, I'm just like, no, I know they're cute. I just know it. I feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, this photo didn't do him justice. I think this photo is a cute photo. I just think the photos on Instagram, I was like, yep. Yes, ma'am. Pack them up, take them to go. I'll take them. Thank you.
Also, I just take a moment to say the skin, like
the skin is skinning.
Smooth, like baby. Justin, drop the tips because I need to know. I need them.
Butter, like butter.
Butter.
Beauty. Oh my god, I didn't read any of their bios for either Jay or Jay or Justin. Hold on. Let me do that. Okay. Let's go back to Jay real quick.
Okay.
For Jay, the reason I joined for Love of DILFS is the romantic one. I love to see the raw honesty of deep human connection that you saw with other contestants. It's hard to be able to connect with people nowadays, and the show provides many opportunities for those feelings to develop naturally. And he was looking for someone older who could connect with him on a mental and emotional level. I can't deal with immaturity, lack of emotional intelligence, and an all lack of perspective or life experience that I feel I need in a partner to fully connect with them, he shares. Work. And he loves a smile. That's what he also says. Now, all right, we're back. Present time. I'm going to cut that back. Now for Justin. For Justin, the hunt for love required calling in for the experts. So he put his trust in the process for Love of DILFS, Stormy, and Dr. DILF himself. I mean, these are the professionals, people. I'm always happy to let the pros work their magic, he tells Pride. Right now, Justin is looking for stability in his life, which is a big part of what drew him to dating a sexy older man. With an older guy, there's a sense of consistency and stability that I find incredibly appealing as a young, dumb 20-something. A good DILF knows himself, what he wants, and most importantly, when he's free to grab a drink or something. Cool. He needs an older man to help lead him through life. Many such cases.
Many. As someone who is dating an older man, get you an older one. I mean, listen, they know what they're doing. Like,
okay, but Abel has the youthfulness of like a 23-year-old.
Yeah, he could put me to shame, but like he literally just the name and that's it. That's what is his older part. But everything else, he can run laps around me.
That being said, I'm excited to see Justin. Cool. Next up, we've got Timmy. Timmy. I'm sorry. That's like, he must be so tired of that because that's how I feel when someone says Jake from State Farm. I'd just be like, I'm gonna send you to State Farm. You gonna need an insurance claim when I'm done with you, bitch.
I get it. The whole Imario Where's Luigi thing I had to listen to for 30 years. I'm over it. Damn.
That has never ever clicked for me.
Really? Never?
Yeah, I've never like just looked at you or your name and been like, yeah, Mario. I think the I for me just like changes it.
I think that also did a thing because I used to just say, call me Mario. I almost did it myself. Call me Mario because for some reason people just cannot say Imario for some reason. So I'd always be like, call me Mario. And then they'd immediately say, oh, like Mario and Luigi. And I'm like, yes, just like that.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because you never introduced yourself as Mario to me. So for me, you're always Imario.
See, I learned from a drug dealer that names are important. So you should introduce yourself how you want to be called.
Was the drug dealer from the Feywilds? This is like a fairy would tell you that names are important. What do you mean? Or like a demon, demons, names have power.
To be fair, I mean, it was a drug dealer on a TV show, Mr. Robot, but still a drug dealer, still said the meaning of a person's name is important. Bruh, that was the end of the sentence.
Fair, valid. Anyway, on to Timmy. I feel like we haven't even said his @ yet. His @ is Timmy Hilton with 2 Y's. He's got 5.1 thousand followers. His occupation, I'm not sure if he works with Paris Hilton or if he's a Paris Hilton stan. But every post on his Instagram is Paris Hilton related. So either, and I checked, they're not related like themselves because I was like, I don't know, white people kind of look the same. Like, let me do some research. I looked up, does Paris Hilton have any siblings? She does, but they're all older. None of them are Timmy. I was like, does Paris Hilton have any kids? I was like, no, they're too young. That's not going to work. Paris Hilton's cousin, maybe? I don't know. I was doing research. I don't think they're related, but every post is about Paris Hilton. And to me, I don't want to be rude, but, the stands are always... I just want a little more personality. From what I saw, it was all Paris Hilton. And I'm excited to see what personality he brings to the competition.
I'm just waiting for like the day one walk on set and Timmy's going to be like, hi, my name is Timmy Hilton. And then a picture goes by of Timmy with Kathy Hilton. And I'm going to be like, oh, okay, well, there it is.
What else, Kathy Hilton?
Kathy Hilton is Paris's mom.
Oh, I saw that in my research. I just didn't remember. I was looking for brothers. I skipped past the women. Who knows? I don't know. Point is, it was a lot of Paris Hilton stuff. And as much as I, appreciate his living lifestyle, I want to see more about him. And I'm curious to see what we get from him. His bio.
We will have vision, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm. His bio says, and I keep calling them bios. They're not really bios. It's like a blurb. Timmy started his journey with For the Love of DILFS as a fan. And eventually he realized it might be exactly what he needed in his life too. I was finally at a point in my life where I was ready to turn the page and enter a new era or chapter of my life, which included possibly finding love. And that prompted me to apply for season 3 and take my chances. He did the Imario storyline before you could do the Imario storyline.
He literally did. Like, you know what? More power to you, girl. Listen, if you a fan, get on the show. I mean, I wouldn't last a day in Real Housewives, but
Well, I think your storyline still holds a little more weight because you have the podcast for it. So that'll be the real story. It's more than just a fan. You're like Sasha Bell. I've cracked the code.
I'm pulling the Lux. Well, you're here now, so are you.
Yep, I have studied every episode in and out. I've studied all of Stormy's looks. I know everything about this show. That's
gonna be you. Me. I was there when Stormy was on trial and they show a picture of me photoshopped in the back of the room.
You're like, I know. I know. Anywho, Timmy, I've said my piece about Timmy. He seems interesting. I just want to know more than just Paris Hilton. And at first I was like, did Paris ever recant the part about where she voted for Trump? I looked it up. She said that she lied. She had never voted for Trump. She just said that and didn't know why she lied. Kind of like, the Nepo baby Madam Web talking about how the limes.
I love these limes.
I lied. I don't know why I said that. Paris basically said that and then was apparently pretty apologetic about it. That being said, I don't know. Thin ice, girl. You want thin ice.
Because if you're going to lie, why lie about that?
Yeah, well, apparently, so Trump owned the first modeling agency that Paris Hilton ever worked for. So she's known him for a long time. And in her memoir, she said when she left that modeling agency, he intimidated her pretty heavily on the phone. But point is, in that interview it was with an Australian news company, she just kind of made up this lie that she had voted for him because she's known him for a long time. And she wasn't really thinking about it at the time. It was like, oh, well, he's an old family friend, whatever. Sure. Yeah, I'm going to vote for him or whatever. And then after the fact was like, that was a big mistake. I don't like what's happening. And yeah, I take that all back. Still thin ice. Thin fucking ice. Hear that, white woman? Thin ice. Anywho, not to make it about Paris, but which is I'm sure Timmy would love. I don't know. Let's move on to we have two more. Next up, we have Danny. Is Mixed Kid Vibes. He's got 5.3 thousand followers. His occupation being mixed.
I mean, that's my occupation too. I can do it. I relate.
All right. Hey. He's Venezuelan and Japanese. I couldn't find his occupation. It just says artist on his Instagram, but I feel like everyone kind of puts that. You know what I mean? When you swap over to the business stuff and you just have to put something. And his hobbies
right now,
he makes TikToks. His TikToks are cute. And yeah, hashtag Mixed Kid Vibes.
Nice.
Really cute.
I love him. He's very cute.
He's really, really cute.
I love the curls and the hair too. It's just so bouncy, so voluptuous.
Mm-hmm. He got the puka shell necklace on. The girls are coming back. For Danny's bio, it says, For Danny, a search for a real love led him to apply for the show. I felt like For the Love of DILFs was the only queer dating show focused on finding a connection besides just your raunchy circuit hookup, like your Fire Island, etc., etc. I felt like going on a show based on true gay compatibility was what I needed to succeed in a relationship. And yes, this romantic is looking for the real deal with someone, which is something he struggled with to find with folks his own age. Dating other Gen Zs is tough since we are literally so used to instant gratification and having such a fast-paced mindset. Okay, so he wants someone he could take it a little slower with, really work on a connection, and, you know, kind of break out of that quote-unquote hookup culture stuff. Cool. Good for him. I'm excited to see. And yeah, I hope he finds it.
I totally get the hookup culture, wanting to break out of it, because I felt the same thing dating in my/our age group. It's just like, who ready to settle down? Because y'all are here still like fucking. I'm like, I fucking is great, but like, what's past that? What's past the second hole? Like, that's what we need to know.
What I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret. As young as this bitch looks, when she says our age group, this bitch is pushing 30, dog.
Pushing.
She is 30. She is not Gen Z.
Over the hill. Like,
she's over that hill. She is the millennial in this duo. I'm the Gen Z.
I was like, wait, my/our, and I was like, wait, no, that's not.
I was like, who's our? Bitch, you're the daddy of the hippo.
I could hear the New York like, don't let me in with that old bitch. Like,
you're the daddy in this duo. I'm the himbo. Together we are baby daddies. And scene. Last but certainly not least, we have Samuel. His ad is Gaddy Daddy _. He's got 3.7 thousand followers. I don't know if this is occupation, but it's definitely something he's really interested in. He's a Twitch streamer. And his hobbies include Twitch, drag. He's got some pics and drag on his Twitter. And, you know, he's got lovely big eyes like I do. So I always appreciate that. You know, that's my sister, my kindred spirit. I see her. She sees me.
You, Samuel, and Rami Malek, you know,
Yeah. Definitely. He looks like a fun time. Looks cute. I love a little one-piece swimsuit. Very fun. Yeah, it looks like a good time. For Samuel's bio, his little blurb, it says, Samuel knew For the Love of DILFs was right for him because he's ready for a real connection. I went through years of self-discovery and I'm finally at a place where I'm confident and proud of who I am. I wanted to share myself with another individual, and therefore I figured I would try a non-conventional method of dating to meet a mature and established individual. For the Love of DILFs bring together individuals from various backgrounds and different walks of life. Boom. And he's not new to this. He's true to this. He almost exclusively dates older guys, it seems.
That's what I read on here too. Like she came prepared. She knows the game.
He's not a himbo. He's the himbo.
You and this finger again.
Don't get it twisted. I love it. It's like I think it's the dynamic of having it like, ooh, you know, background, foreground. Which? Anywho, that brings us to the end of the himbo side. What do you think about all the himbos that we have?
I'm excited for these himbos. It's like a fresh new batch of faces. I think they really went the distance and got like a range of himbos too. Again, it's always big on the diversity, which I always appreciate, but it's just like all the different varied jobs and hobbies of the himbos. Like I want to see this mixed together. It could really go somewhere.
Yeah, I'm curious on who's going to be the villain. Or is the villain not in this opening group and things will be all kind of like copacetic? And then when like at the end of the first episode, they're going to bring in a real bitch. That's what I want to know. A real bitch. That's what I'm curious. Because they all look... Timmy looks like he might have it in him.
It's the stare in the photo.
It's the Caucasian. No, I'm just...
Leave it in. Leave it in.
Don't go. Leave it in. He's not going to come up for an interview. He's going to be like, I heard the things you said about me. Actually, I'm not, you know... The white race is becoming a minority.
When you come
He's
here,
gonna
'cause
hate
y'all want a real
me.
bitch, I'm gonna give you one. Like,
Yeah, I'm the villain of season 3, actually. When I come on and victimize Timmy.
leave the twinks alone.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just bullying twinks. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. Anyways, I'm excited to see them. This is a pretty good group. The 10 that we have here are all really different. I'm curious to see who's gonna vibe with who's gonna get matched up with who. And yeah, I'm very excited, RuPaul.
My God. You know what? All these bitches got star quality. I'll say it.
And I'm gonna wait to see it. Listen, I'm feeling a little rude today. I don't know.
I know.
She's feeling feisty. Listen,
the bratty baby tonight.
Yeah, we're not doing Mr. Nice Gay for season 3. All right.
Oh,
I was, no, I'm just kidding. I will continue.
Gays for season 3.
I will continue to try to be impartial in my judgments of these people. For the Love of DILF season 3 premieres on November 26th. Am I correct on that?
Yes, November 26th.
On Out TV.
Out TV, Daddy TV, wherever your fine daddies are sold.
Yeah, wherever your fine daddies are sold. And we'll be right there, excited, open, watching with bated breath. And I mean emphasis on bated, am I right? Gooners unite. I've been Jake. Thank you so much. You can follow us at Baby Daddies Pod. You can follow me at Croak Hunk, or you can follow my personal podcast stuff at Poison Touch Pod, where I give you the best and worst advice to deal with all of life's predicaments. And I can't wait. I'll catch you at the start of season 3. Imario, close us out.
Close it out. My name is Imario. You can find me on Instagram at Booty Origami and at Twitter, where you can see the booty do origami.
Amen. We'll catch y'all in about 2 or so weeks. We'll restart recapping for Love of DILFs season 3, because we are your premiere for Love of DILFs recap podcast.